Hey, if you haven't done already, right here, I would really love for you to subscribe to this vlog about my travels and all my experiences in the United States. Right now, I am living with Tracy and Ken, a really nice couple that lives in Walnut Creek. The reason why I'm still in Walnut Creek is quite a long story, but I'm gonna give it to you guys. I rented a car when I got to Walnut Creek to begin with, and I drove it all the way down to San Diego. As you guys know, you've probably seen the videos from the Highway 1, driving down the Big Sur and that beautiful route. So I got down to San Diego. I spent a lot of time with Jose, a friend that I know from online gaming. Really cool dude. We had a lot of fun. He had access to this community pool spa area with a view over San Diego. It was beautiful, really nice. Spent so many hours in that pool because, you know, Jose said, I'm just gonna work out for a little bit. And it turned out he meant that a little bit of workout is a 2-hour workout. So I spent 2 hours in the jacuzzi, and yeah, I was wrinkled. But we had a lot of fun. He showed me a lot of San Diego. We went to some arcade places, which was really nice. I got to see San Diego. We went to the beaches. A really good week in San Diego. We drove down to a street called the Mile of Cars, which is just this really long road with car dealerships all over the place. I went in to talk to some guys that recommended we would go to a place called the Mendoza Auto Group, which is on 898 Broadway in Chula Vista. So we went down there, talked to Tim, the owner of the place, and he had a few cars that was within my budget of $5,000. I test drived a Mini Cooper, as you probably know by now as well if you follow me on Facebook. The Facebook page, you can just search for Roddy Travels and you'll find it there. So I bought this Mini Cooper. I talked to him. I told him my story. I told him what I needed. I needed the car to just be able to drive, and that was it. He said, you know, as long as you make sure you service it every 3,000 miles, this car should be fine. This should be okay for you. So I drove the car 200 miles, driving back up to Walnut Creek, and on my way, the car felt funny at some point. So I drove into a gas station. I noticed that the front bumper had come off in the left side, and there was a lot of oil on the back of the car. So I looked under the car and saw that it was leaking a lot of different fluids. So I asked for a auto dealership and went down to these guys, and he said, you know, this is transmission fluid. I would not recommend you drive any further in this car. At the most, drive down to the BMW dealership in Bakersfield and have them change the fluids or fix the transmission. So I drove down there, and it turned out the car needed repairs for $4,800, which is basically what I bought the car for. Of course, that was discouraging because paying $4,800 to have the car repaired, that would mean that my trip was over. So this is why I haven't really posted any videos recently, because I was kind of bummed out. But I've been talking back and forth, and really a lot of props to Alex from the BMW dealership. He has been amazing. I got down there with the car. It was just before closing time. He had a mechanic look at it really quick, and you know, came to realize you should not drive any further in this car. So of course I needed another rental car. He drove me about 30 minutes all the way to the airport, waited for me to get the rental car, moved my stuff from his car into the rental car, and I could go about on my way up to Walnut Creek. So I'm really impressed. I've been talking a lot with him, and we've been trying to figure out how to get the car repaired for the least amount of money, because of course at a dealership it's gonna be more expensive than if you just go to a local auto shop. At some point Alex called me because I was thinking that it would probably be the best to get the car towed back down to San Diego to the dealership, to Tim from Mendoza Auto Group, and you know, have him look at it, because I mean that's where I bought the car, so that would make sense. That's also what I talked to him about. So right now I am stuck in Walnut Creek. I called a lot of towing companies. They wanted between $600 to $800 to tow the car to San Diego, which I find extreme. And Alex called me the other day saying, you know what, how about you contact AAA, because I have AAA and I know that they can tow the car for 200 miles within the actual subscription that you have with them. So I went down to the AAA office yesterday, talked to a really nice girl who helped me out, and I got the towing now, so I'll actually be able to tow the car down to San Diego for about $119 instead of $600 to $800, which is saving me a lot of money in a case where I'm already spending money that I shouldn't be spending because the car should have been functioning. So I made this agreement with Tim from Mendoza Auto Group, and I would like to, even though the car is broken down, the car is not functioning, I don't hold any grudges against him. I mean, this is what can happen. And he's been really nice. He's been very informative. He's been helping out all he can. So I can still recommend you going to him in San Diego if you want to buy a car and drive around the United States. What I have agreed with him now is that I will be having the car towed down to San Diego to his place. I'll be driving the rental car the 8 hours down there again, and he will give me a replacement car instead of the Mini Cooper. So I think that's a really, really fair deal, because he didn't have to do that. I mean, he sold me the car as is, and he could have just said, you know, this is what happens, you buy a car. Why don't you just repair it and get on with your day? I don't really care. He could have done that. Instead, he said, you know, I understand your situation. I would like to help you out, so bring the car down here, we'll have a look at it, and we'll get you a replacement car. So props to Mendoza Auto Group. Even though this is really annoying, I'm very frustrated that I can't just drive around. The rental car is expensive to have. Everything that's going on right now is shortening my trip, so I won't be able to make it the full period. But, I mean, staying in Walnut Creek has not been the worst thing. I've been doing a lot of hiking. I've uploaded a lot of pictures. You can see all of them on the Roddy Travels Facebook page. The area here is beautiful. I've been hanging a lot out with Cambria, who's amazing. We've had a lot of fun. Went in to see The Martian with Matt Damon the other day. A really good movie. Recommend that one as well. So right now, what I'm waiting for is for it to become tomorrow, Saturday, and then I'll be able to call the towing company and get them to tow the car for the first 200 miles, and then the day after that, I'm gonna have it towed the rest of the way, and then I'll be driving down to San Diego myself. Not going down the Big Sur this time. Just gonna take the freeway, just get it over with as fast as possible. Get a replacement car, and then the road trip can begin again. So I've been here since the 9th of October. It is now Halloween, the 30th. Is it 30th? 31st? I mean, I'm on vacation. It's difficult for me to remember dates. At least I've seen so many Harry Potters everywhere I've gone today. Every kid is just walking around with funny glasses, and it's a lot of fun. I think I saw Iron Man at some point as well. So Halloween is definitely over the United States at the moment. For everybody watching home in Denmark, I mean, beautiful sun. It's about 20 degrees. So sorry that you have to endure a probably already close to a Danish winter. But I mean, the weather here in California is just amazing. People are complaining that it's too warm. I am not complaining. I'm enjoying this 100%. I'm getting my tan. I've lost a lot of weight since I got here. I actually lost 12 pounds, which is about 6-7 kilos. So everybody that said, you know, watch out for cholesterol when you go to the United States, you're gonna get fat, it's fast food everywhere. No. You can go to many great places that have delicious food. I will recommend, if you go over here, you should try a place out that's called Yala Mediterranean. It is really healthy food. They get up at 6 in the morning and they prepare the foods, open up at 11, and you'll have completely fresh food. They get trucks in every day with completely fresh food. They prepare it, get it ready, and it is just delicious. So definitely recommend that. Another guy recommended me to go to the In-N-Out Burger place, which I did yesterday. It was okay. It was better than McDonald's and Burger King and all that. Maybe I should have had alcohol before I went there, because I wasn't really that surprised. I think the guy that told me that it was really good kind of oversold it a little bit. But at least it was lunch and it was good. So that's the plans for now. That is where I am at the moment. The next 2 days I'm going to be staying with Carol, who I stayed with 2 days earlier this week. Really nice lady. Has a beautiful German Shepherd dog named Heidi. And tomorrow Heidi and I are going on a hike, which I'm really looking forward to. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're going to go to an area called Las Trampas, which I was at the other day. Again, photos on my Facebook page. And we're going to go there. I saw a trail when I was there the other day that I really want to go. It's like this steep hill that just goes up on the ridge of a mountain, and just, yeah, it looked gorgeous. So that's where Heidi and I will be going tomorrow, and I'm really looking forward to that. I'm gonna try and upload some more shorter videos. I know I continuously say that, but it's so difficult to find Wi-Fi over here. I make a lot of small videos, and basically I would rather just enjoy everything over here than sit behind my laptop and do a lot of video editing. So that's why I make these videos, upload them, and don't do that much editing to them. So it's gonna be just the raw video footage, and we got a little bit of music up here, which is nice. The view from this place here is just gorgeous. Let me see if I can move the camera a bit so you guys can see it. Look at that out there. This is from the porch in the place here. You got a view over all of Walnut Creek, and it is just, it's amazing here. I'm really enjoying it. And I can see the sun is starting to rise, which means I will have to bend further and further down to talk to you guys. So I'm gonna stop for now. I think my plans are going to be that when I have the different car to drive around, I'm gonna drive to a place called Yosemite and check that out. They apparently have a lot of beautiful waterfalls, really mountainous area. It should be quite cold there actually. At night it becomes almost like in Denmark. So I probably should go out and find myself a jacket somewhere, because I didn't bring a jacket over here, just to keep warm. But yeah, that's the information for now. Please share this video. Please share the other videos as well that you watch. Please hit the subscribe button. Help me get a lot more people into to watching this. The more people, the merrier. The more fun it's going to be. But that is the words for now. I'll go in now, see if I can get the Wi-Fi to actually upload these videos. So yeah, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're doing great, and I hope all of the information that I'm giving you through these videos will be helpful to you when you start planning your own road trip.